The pain you feel is not easily explained. And as you look around, there's nothing that can really ease the pain. But before the dawn, there's dawn. And in due time you will see the light. 'Cause from the ashes you will rise. After the dust settles, you will see that it was only meant to start your new beginning. So let the tears fall down. It's temporary relief so you can heal. And the day soon will come for the lesson and the purpose to be revealed. But before the dawn, there's dawn. And in due time you will see the light. 'Cause from the ashes you will rise. After the dust settles, you will see that it was only meant to start your new beginning. Your new beginning. Your new beginning. Your
Grand Rising, everybody coming in the room. Hope you are doing well. This is a great and glorious day. Welcome to the what I'm calling the morning chamber. It will probably change here soon because we are working on rebranding, re-strategizing. But this is a place of prayer, a place of meditation, a place of oracles. And what oracles really means is just tapping to the spirit, seeing what spirit would have me to say to me, to you, to all of us. So welcome into this space. If you're new here, my name is Titus Glenn. I am a spiritual deconstruction coach who happens to sing, who happens to love God, who's still that church kid who's still finding his way in some cases. But what I have found is that I still love God. I still love creating. I still love what I heard India Arie say the other day. I love creating sacred spaces for people, especially those that are healing after church and after personal crisis. So if you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. A lot of people found me because of sound baths. And so we just had to do a lot of shifting and moving, and it's okay. And so, welcome, 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 welcome. I'm not really paying attention to the comments. I will try to go back and look at those later. I don't have my glasses on, but I want to welcome everybody. So, if you just take a breath, just breathing in and breathing out, breathing in and breathing out. So, today, so today, we are again in the morning chamber. This is a space, again, to align with spirit, to awaken awareness, and to explore how the language of spirit moves through us, even beyond words. As I was meditating today, I really tapped into the idea of speaking in tongues because on my journey of deconstruction, born in church, it's like it's not that it's a mandate to speak in tongues, but it's highly, highly, highly encouraged. Highly, highly encouraged. And I've seen the impacts of of tongues in church, but coming out of church, it's like, what do I do with this? Because I've had experiences with this gift, but now I don't even know if it makes sense to me anymore. So as I have unlearned to relearn that the things that I experience in church are not exclusive to church. Come on, somebody. It's not exclusive to the church that I grew up in, and that a lot of people in other areas of the world call it different things, and it does the same thing. And so I see the hearts coming in. Again, I don't have my likes. I don't have my glasses on, and I'm streaming in multiple places. So thank you for tapping that screen and sharing this live. We won't be on here long. I'm building momentum. So I normally stay on about 10, 15 minutes. So thank you guys for just joining in this conversation. Again, today we're leaning into speaking in tongues, not to debate, but to understand it, to explore what happens when we open ourselves to divine sound, what it does to the mind, to the body, and to the soul. Now, in tradition, church settings, again, speaking in tongues has often been treated as an exclusive experience, reserved for the chosen, the qualified, or the filled. But this belief creates separation, and spirit is not limited. Come on, spirit is not limited by doctrine. So let's look deeper. The Greek word for tongues in scripture is glossa. It means language, utterance, or the tongue itself. It's not just about foreign speech, it's about the movement of sound through the body. When we speak, chant, hum, babble, or release sound without the logic of language, something happens in the brain. Modern research, there's a book called God and the Brain, and it talks about this in the research that they did. The research shows that repetitive sound, patterns, chanting, toning, or speaking in tongues quiet the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain tied to control and reasoning. That quiet allows access to the limbic system, which governs emotion, connection, and connection. So, psychologically, it literally moves us into surrender beyond mind into spirit. I would even say, as I'm studying, that it puts us in a space of being more engaged with our subconscious mind, which is where the real programming is. Now, when Scripture says that speaking in tongues edifies the self, the word edify comes from the Greek okodomia, meaning to build, to strengthen, and to establish. The word self here is atus, meaning own one's own being, essence, or life. So the act of speaking in tongues or light language or chanting is about building up your inner life. It strengthens the inner architect of your being. So think of it this way. Think of it like spiritual resonance therapy. When we allow sound, unfiltered translatable sound to move through us, we align our energy centers, release stuck emotions, and reconnect to divine flow. This is why cultures across time, from ancient Hebrew prophets to Eastern monks to African drummers, have always used sound to enter presence. Truthfully so, this is why you feel something when you speak out loud, when you babble, if you still use your gift of speaking in tongues, because that sound is going beyond uh, logic, your frontal lobe. Tongues, like language, babble, chant, they all carry the same essence. Sound as bridge between heaven and earth, body and spirit. And just a few scripture references here because a lot of us grew up in church. And a lot of this unlearning and coming into a spiritual space is reimagining what these scriptures could mean for you now as you develop new relationship with God, or as you allow your relationship with God to unfold. 1 Corinthians 14 and 4. Anyone who speaks in a tongue edifies themselves. Translation: anyone who allows divine sound to flow builds and strengthens their inner being. I will also add, when you go into church and you're speaking in tongues, you hear somebody speaking in tongues, or you see somebody on light language and you step into a live, that resonance, that unknown babble that you can't interpret is also coming into your spirit. That sound, just like you would listen to music, is still vibrational. It's still the same thing, which is why you be mindful of what you listen to, being paying attention to what you're sensing as you're hearing somebody speak. These are all key to understanding what your spirit is intaking. Romans 8:26. The spirit intercedes for us with groanings too deep for words. Even your sound without structure is sacred. Spirit translate vibration into prayer. So with that note, let's just take a breath and breathe. Breathe in and breathe out. And if you feel comfortable, you can begin to hum softly from your belly. Again, this is sound that you can allow your body to take in, to allow that vibrational energy to feel. You don't have to force it, but just let the sound move through you. And if you have a gift, or if you have that language of speaking in tongues or like language, you can do that in this moment. Or if you have an affirmation that's coming up, you can say that. An affirmation like, I am present here and now. I am present here and now. And if you want to add some singing to it, I am present here and now. I am present here and now. I am present here and now today. I am present here and now. I am present here and now. I am present here and now today. And breathe. And I just want to take a moment just to offer the vibration and the language of light language for all of us in this space, and let it go where it needs to go. Okoriata niriya sokota. Oriya kandarararaba shekidiriya soko. Yarararaba shekidirararaba sokorararaba site. Orororaraba sekidirarararaba sokota. Orororaraba shekidiririya sokota. Yandararararaba sekororararaba sokota. And so it is. Today we affirm together, my sound is sacred. My spirit speaks through vibration. My voice is a bridge between heaven and earth. My sound is sacred. My spirit speaks through vibration. My voice is a bridge between heaven and earth. If you would like to, right after this, write about your experience. Write about what came up for you when you hummed or sang or chanted. And today I just wish you a well day, that you will go in peace. If you're looking for community, check out my profile for when we're gathering in the inner chamber. I am hosting an event on Sunday, a virtual inner chamber experience. It will be complimentary. If you want to get on the list, all you have to do is go to my profile, and I will be sending out information on how to connect with us. So thank you guys for joining in. Again, my camera is, I'm in the dark, but I felt led to come, especially on TikTok, and for those that are in. But thank you for joining us, and I wish you nothing but the best today. And you guys take care, and we will talk to you guys later.